Okay. All right, guys. Welcome. We're here to talk a little bit about wrapping, and the reason why we wrap is to help prevent injury, but mostly a lot of us get like tendonitis, tendinosis, and most of this comes from like our lack of like a finishing position. So when we squat, not being able to stand up all the way in our squat and lock the knees out, this puts a lot of stress on the patella. Some of us get tennis elbow, which is on the lateral piece of the elbow. Golfer's elbow on the inside of the elbow. This is when we're unable to find those end ranges and we load the tendon, and then we get this inflammation in the tendon. This little strap that we have, this rubber band, and we have a bunch of them at the front desk, can help a ton with that. So here's how you do it, okay? You can do this to yourself, or you can have a partner do it, but what you want to do is get the full extension in your arms. So put your hand on my shoulder. Okay, and I want to start like 3 or 4 fingers above the joint. And the first thing I'm going to do, if I'm working on wrapping for something that is got some tendonitis or something in it that is achy, I can wrap above the joint, and it doesn't matter which direction I'm wrapping. If it's swollen, like if it's a sprained ankle or there's swelling, you always want to wrap towards the heart. So in this case, I'm going to wrap above the joint, and I always want like a 50% cover here. And since I know, I'm going to pretend like he's got this tendonitis in his elbow. Okay, I know it's on the lateral piece of his arm. I want to pull most of the tension here. And then I just pick up the slack around the backside, pull most of the tension here. This is almost like 100% tension on the strap. Okay, so this gets really, really tight. Okay, and I'm going to just keep pulling tension here all the way over the joint. So you got to cover the whole joint. This gets a little uncomfortable. Okay, but you're going to keep pulling tension all the way around the joint, okay, and then I want to go back over it. Okay, so I'm going to, yeah, there we go. I'm going to make this X here right over the lateral piece of his elbow. Okay, I want to leave a little bit of slack so that I can tuck this in, okay, and so now this is the key here. So what I want to do here is I want to like push him into these end ranges. Yeah, it's a little bit painful here. And I'm just gonna find different corners to kind of press into the end range here. And I can do this, okay, for him, or he can hang from a bar, okay? And again, he's just trying to find these end pieces, okay? He can hang from a bar, he can press into the corners here, okay? He can get against an I-beam, okay? Press into the corners here. And then, okay, come on back over. 2 minutes is the rule, so no more than 2 minutes, okay? You can also work on kind of like driving into that position. So this looks a lot like, yep, hang in there. Like our front rack position, right? So he's keeping his shoulder in, he's kind of trying to find those end bits, and he really wants to go to the corners here, okay? Then, let's take a look at his hands, okay? Flip him around here. Okay, so you can see that's like this dusky color. This means he's got a lack of blood here, okay, which is fine, but we don't want it to go numb for too long, so that's why we say 2 minutes. At the end, when we're done, we're gonna unwrap the band. Just pull this out. And you'll have like a little redness, a little bit of mark, and then the great thing here is this is how the healing process starts. We smash the tissue down, and then the blood flow goes back into the tendon, and feels great, right?
Feels fantastic.
All right, thanks.